So, welcome back to Favorite Friday. For the second case for this week, we are going to Africa. This case kind of has a little plot twist on it because our killer, kind of a spoiler alert, she is actually out. Not like out like she's served her sentence and she's been released. Out as in like she's currently wanted. So, but it said that she's been spotted like pretty much every place she's been spotted, so much in Africa. So hopefully she does not come to the States, because if she does, your girl's life might be in danger because she's pretty dangerous. So with that being said, I'm gonna get what is publicly known down below. Sources down below as always. I'm gonna have a picture, even though she more than likely, obviously, she hasn't been caught since the time and like so many years. So she's probably obviously going to wearing something completely different. That's even if she's even still alive. And so with that being said, I'm quit my rambling and let's go and get started. So of course we gotta start off with Samantha. Samantha actually apparently started off with a normal life. She was born December 5th, 1983 in Northern Ireland. She would get raised in the United Kingdom, and then apparently at 18 years old she moves to Aylesbury, or yeah. And so eventually her parents would sadly divorce. She would apparently make friends with some Muslim neighbors that she had, and apparently her best friend would actually become Muslim. And then at 17 years old, she actually converts to Islam herself. So then she meets a man by the name of Jermaine Lindsay, who imagine, keep in mind, he's also Muslim. So then they get married in October of 2002, but her family did not attend because obviously they didn't approve of her being Muslim and definitely didn't approve of him, so they did not attend. And apparently it was just them two and the person that I guess officiated the wedding. So on the fateful day of July 7th, 2005, apparently 3 different bombs would go off on a subway train in London. It said that 52 people died and that more than 700 were injured. And so some of the terrorists that apparently were responsible for this incident was Mohammed Sidqui. He was 30. He was a ringleader. He apparently killed 7 people, including himself. Sheds Ad Tanweer. I'm gonna leave that on the screen so y'all know what I'm trying to say here. He apparently was 22, lived with parents. He killed. His bomb apparently killed 8 people, including himself. Samantha's husband, Jermaine, 19, obviously married to Samantha, and they apparently, at the time of this incident, by this point, they had a child together. He gets the most kills with 27 people, including himself. So now Samantha is now a widow with a child. And so then apparently the last confirmed terrorist that they could get apparently was by the name of Hasib Hussein. He was on a double-decker bus. So apparently they put a 4th bomb on a double-decker bus because those are pretty popular over there in London. And so then that killed 14 people, including himself. So then, despite being married to this man, she did not report Jermaine missing for like a week. So I guess it came out by this time that he was one of the terrorists that were involved in this attack, and so she didn't want to be associated with him. Before the attack, Muhammad, remember he's the ringleader, he apparently is behind a video basically mentioning Osama bin Laden, basically saying that Osama is one of today's heroes. And this is 2005, so 9/11 happened not that long ago. So you ain't helping the situation here, sir. And as you can imagine, it eventually comes out that Samantha and Jermaine are married. She winds up starting getting death threats because remember, her husband, like I said, he killed the most, 27 people, compared to the others killing like 7, 8, and 14. Your husband caused no deaths, therefore you and your child are getting death threats. So then her association with Muhammad would also become public. So you imagine that makes her reputation even worse. And so then she goes on to an interview, and then she disappears for 6 years. And then in September, before she disappeared, she gave birth to the child and named that child Sahid. And apparently Sahid means martyr, basically somebody who dies. Basically someone who kills people for religious beliefs. So in 2009, she gives birth to a 3rd child. Remember, Jermaine's dead, so whoever the father of these two, her next 2 kids is, we don't know. And so then in July 2010, so not even a full year later, she gives birth to a 4th child in a hospital. Because remember, Samantha apparently is wanted. So she gives birth under a fake name, but they eventually find out this is her, under the name Asma Shahida Bint Andrew. So in December 2001, Samantha goes to the country of Kenya. Police would somehow get a tip from somebody that they were planning another attack, like a terrorist attack, and also you gotta take those very, very seriously. So they get to the apartment where Samantha apparently was hiding at. They find acetone, hydrogen peroxide, and a large battery. And apparently these are the same ingredients that were used for the bombs for the London bombings. And apparently that's like one of the worst bombings that happened in London at the time. So of course you gotta take this pretty seriously. So then they find out that the house or apartment, because sources are calling different things, belongs to a guy by the name of Jermaine John Grant. So they check his records and they see that he apparently had texted Samantha, the lions are coming, which is basically a code for you gotta get out of here. So of course she gets out before the police can get there because she's not arrested at that time. So then, of course, he pretty much serves 9 years. And then they somehow get an address of places that Samantha herself could possibly be. So then they go to one house, and then apparently Samantha herself actually answers. However, she tells them, "I'm not Samantha. My name is Natalie Faye Webb. I'm a South African citizen," and she gives them like an ID. So they see the ID, they believe it's legit, they go about their day. And eventually they find out that that was Samantha, and also the ID is fake. So then go back, arrest Samantha. Samantha's obviously gone by this point. However, they check the apartment, and there are clues of an address in Mabasa. So then they go there, and they find cash, ammunition, rifle, fake passports, all the things. In June of 2012, there will be a football match, which they call it football over there, but it's soccer over here in the U.S. Basically, there's a soccer match going on, and at a bar. And so apparently, like I said, soccer's pretty popular over at this particular bar. So the bar is crowded. Somebody throws a grenade in the bar about 10 p.m. 3 people die and 25 people are injured. And it's suspected that Samantha is involved in this attack. Hence why I'm mentioning it. And I say that because apparently a witness would be showing a picture of Samantha, and the witness is like, yeah, she was here. So the police go to another place where they believe that Samantha might have been hiding, and she wasn't there, but her laptop was there, and apparently she had wrote a poem called Ode to Osama, referring to Osama bin Laden, and apparently she had wrote into a diary entry where she said she asked her kids what they want to be when they grow up, and they apparently had said warriors. And so by this time, she had got the nickname the Mother of All Terrorists, and also on top of that, the White Widow, which is what this video title is called. So on September 21st, 2013, the Westgate Mall in Nairobi, which is, come on, we're still in Africa here, would be attacked. And then apparently several gunmen came in at about 12:30 p.m. 71 people were killed, and more than 200 people were injured. Apparently it was so bad that not only were the police there, but apparently the Nigerian army themselves actually showed up. So then apparently there was like confusion as to like who was who. So then apparently there was like a siege of the attackers, and then eventually 4 of the gunmen were eventually killed, and apparently that ended it. That ended the attack. And of course, I'm mentioning this attack again because unlike the others, it actually says Samantha was believed to be actually the mastermind behind that attack. And so by this point, international warrant is made against her arrest. So regardless of what country she found in, bring her back. So then of course, there was a rumor that Samantha apparently had died in attack apparently by suicide bombing, but apparently this was proven to be untrue, basically proven to be false in 2014. So there was another attack that she was confirmed to be connected to at a university where 148 people died. So then in 2022, which is the latest information that we have on her, it is said that she is split from her 4th husband, and that she left Somalia, which is apparently where her and her 4th husband were living. And it is said that she is currently hiding out in Yemen, but Yemen is only so big, and I think they would have found her if that was. And like I said at the time of this video, Samantha is still out on the run, unless they decide to update us and say, hey, she's been caught or she's been confirmed to have died. Yeah, that is the case of the White Widow. Definitely know what you think down below, because have you heard this case before? Highly doubt anybody knew Samantha. At least I hope you know her like maybe you went to school with her and not y'all ain't over doing illegal activities together. But anyway, so with that being said, that's pretty much all I have on the White Widow. Definitely know you've heard this case. Definitely let me know if you want me to cover other female terrorists, which may not be as well known, because I had no idea about this case until I was recommended it. It had been recommended on my YouTube page. So with that being said, I cover fatal females 3 times a week. Subscribe for more fatal females, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.